Hey, I am back. In this video, we're going to get into another Hermetic principle dealing with the law of cause and effect. The holy elders, the elder gods was like, give a new spin on how to properly work with the energies of the Hermetic principle of the law of cause and effect. So if you're not familiar with that principle, if you're new to this type of information, I'm going to share the information coming out of the book, The Kabbalion by the Three Initiates. So it says here, causation. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. Cause and effect deals merely with events. An event is that which comes, arrives, or happens as a result or consequent of some preceding event. No event creates another event, but is merely a preceding link in the great orderly chains of events flowing from one creative energy of the all. So you're going to begin now to be the cause of everything that happens in your reality by utilizing the principle of polarity, by tapping into your higher self or your divine self. We'll go a bit on the information or service that we are providing in terms of giving you who you are as a deity. This is so dope. We had about 6 or 7 people so far, and it is amazing how people are so powerful. We have actual gods that walk amongst us and don't even know it. Like, oh my God, it's so crazy. The majority of people are more or less slaves of heredity, environment, etc., and manifest very little freedom. They are swayed by the opinions, customs, and thoughts of the outside world, and also by their emotions, feelings, and moods. They manifest no mastery worthy of the name. The majority of people are carried along like the falling stone, obedient to environment, outside influences, and eternal moods and desires. Not to speak of the desires and wills of others stronger than themselves. Heredity and environment and suggestions carry them along without resistance on their part or the exercise of the will. Move like the pawns on the checkerboard of life. They play their parts and are laid aside after the game is over. But the masters, knowing the rules of the game, rise above the plane of material life and placing themselves in touch with the higher powers of their nature, dominate their own moods, characters, quality, and polarity, as well as the environment surrounding them, and thus become movers in the game instead of pawns, causes instead of effects. You can pull this off by tapping into your own divinity. The masters does not escape the causation of the higher planes, but fall in with the higher laws, and thus master circumstances on the lower plane. They thus form a conscious part of the law instead of being mere blind instruments. While they serve on the higher planes, they rule on the material plane. Every thought, emotion, or mental state has its corresponding rate and mode of vibration. And by an effort of the will of the person or of other persons, these mental states may be reproduced just as a musical tone may be reproduced by causing the instrument to vibrate at a certain rate. So by shifting from your ego personality of the name you was born with and now polarizing your mental state to that of your divinity, you are now tapping into higher laws because your divinity is operating outside space and time. And when you get this service, Not only are you going to get who you are as a deity, you're going to get a symbol of power that connected directly to your divinity. And with that symbol of power, you're going to be able to do anything you can think of as you're drawing power directly from your God self or goddess self. That is so dope. And now you're tapping into polarity in a major way. You're also tapping into the law of rhythm. By connecting with your divinity and your higher self, you are now raising the vibration of your mind or your mental state by connecting with your higher self. So by a knowledge of the principle of vibration as applied to mental phenomenon, one may polarize his mind at any degree he or she wishes, thus gaining a perfect control over his or her mental states and moods. And accordingly, mental transmutation means the art of changing and transforming mental states, forms, and conditions into others. Once you get this, your name, you'll also be given additional work. We have symbols of power dealing with transmutation of metamorphosis. You're going to go from your ego self to your divinity. We also have symbols of power. These symbols are coming directly from elder goddesses and gods in the billions or beyond time. Very ancient primal information that we have tapped into. I tell you, it's awesome experience. Also, information that will help to align your nervous system with your divinity, because you're pulling in so much power coming from your divinity. You have to be able to align your nervous system with this energy, as well as infinite wealth. We have that type of information also coming along with your name and your own personal symbol of power. Information that will serve you for life. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity right here, I tell you, guys. You have information recently that gave those students the ability to tap into other goddesses and gods to achieve deification. Ra, Isis, Osiris, Ukrainian masters, they tapped into other deities to elevate themselves up. With this work, you're not tapping into any other deities, you're tapping directly into your own divinity. This is what makes this unique. In essence, you are becoming the deity that you already are in a single lifetime. That is so dope. Not many people on earth has had the chance to experience moving as a deity beyond lip service and vibration and everything, because we also have work that draws the soul into the physical body. You're not going to get this anywhere else on earth right now. I say I'm not bragging, but I'm excited because those that have got this work are also excited to know who they are and how powerful they really are. And it's almost, almost shameful how we get down here and forget, total amnesia. But now we have an opportunity to, start the process of drawing our divinity into our body and moving as deities on earth. That is so dope. If the universe is mental in its nature, then mental transmutation must be the art of changing the conditions of the universe along the lines of force and mind. In this case, your own personal universe. So you see, therefore, that mental transmutation is really the magic of which the ancient writers had so much to say in their mystical works, and about which they gave so few practical instructions. If all be mental, then the art which enables one to transmute mental conditions must render the master of the controller of material conditions, as well as those ordinarily called mental. The student and practitioner of mental transmutation works among the mental plane, transmuting mental conditions, states into others. Not only may the mental states of oneself be changed or transmuted, by these hermetic principles. So that is what you achieve when you connect with your divinity or your higher self, the highest aspect of yourself, of being able to, in an awesome way, not only transmute your mental states, but make great changes in your personal universe. Like whatever you're lacking, whatever traumas you have to deal with in your life, it gets eradicated now, because we also have work to help to heal your emotional state at the deepest level. Like, oh my God. It's exciting. It's not a 24 or 48 hour process. You still have to put that work in, obviously, but the work is simple. It's a matter of just making time to put the work in throughout the day. Awesome words of power that also come along with this, that strengthens your willpower, your confidence in yourself, because you're going to need that. Because you've been moving as your ego personality your entire life, and now to learn that, oh my God, you are, we speak about the Akashic records, right? There are goddesses that rule over the Akashic records and space and time. I have the privilege of knowing who that is. You know what I'm saying? A person I've been talking to for a little bit now, and didn't even know that that person was a goddess of the Akashic records walking amongst us and don't even know it. So now, having this information, this individual has access to any information in Earth's history because of who she is, and has a way to draw directly into her divinity. And so over time, over a short amount of time, elevating consciousness and raising her vibration, she will be able to access information that happened anytime on Earth. These are the people that walk amongst us. And this is what we are helping people to remember beyond lip service. This is not just a conversation. You're going to get who you are, your own personal power symbol, and additional work that come from the same sources. And it is showtime in a major way. So those of you that are interested, reach out, give me a holler through email or through the comment section. More so through the email, it'll give you more information, more detail. It's not really that pricey right now, considering you're getting information on becoming your own deity in a single lifetime. Like, oh my God. Crazy. And so for those of you who've been rocking with me long enough, you know I like to work with the runes also. And here we have Perthro. If you're not familiar with runic energies, this is the runic energy of Perthro. Perthro is used to attract favorable circumstances and opportunities. Perthro governs the law of cause and effect. It strengthens your power of causing desired outcomes. It is used to manipulate reality by causing the desired effect, also connecting with magical forces. So the way you want to utilize this, you want to call on the energy of Perthro, or invite the energies of Perthro to assist you in creating the cause of your new reality. So whatever that new reality is for yourself, whether it's increased wealth, a new job, a new house, or just a new life in general, with all of that what I just said, more money, a better career, a new wife or husband, or whatever you got going on, you're going to envision this, and you're also going to invoke the energies of Perthro. So as you are imagining, your imagination is very powerful. Don't slip on your imagination. And this is how you're going to manifest through the mental plane, is by imagining a new world for yourself. When you are imagining that world from the perspective of your divinity, things begin to accelerate, because now you've tapped into the law of vibration and polarity, and now your higher self brings things or magnetizes things to your life more quickly than your ego personality. And also keep in mind, when you rediscover who you are as a deity, your allies are also coming online. You know what I'm saying? Like your higher self, your God self has other deities that are allies to it. You have ancestors on various planes of existence. They begin to awaken within you also as you begin to chant your own name, as you're looking at your power symbol, awakening, the dormant faculties within yourself coming from your God self or your goddess self. You know what I'm saying? So all of that comes along with just knowing who you are. Ancestors that have been trying to get with you for many incarnations, once you put this work in, they're able to come through and further assist you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put this work in, everything about your consciousness, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, they're going to become greatly enhanced because you're tapping into your divinity. The more you put this work in, and this is not challenging work. This is, hour throughout the day. How much time? This is the work you make time for. You know what I'm saying? This is the work you make time for. Never mind, I ain't got time and I got 12 hours to work, got 60. You make time, because some of the exercises are only 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here throughout the day. And you're going to feel an immediate shift, a quick shift in consciousness, a quick shift in healing the deep issues within the emotions that you weren't able to heal before. This is much deeper than laying some little stones. This is much deeper than that. This is not what you're going to Google or find on Amazon. No disrespect to Amazon. They ain't talking about this on TikTok. This is it right here. So I tell you, give me a holler. For those of you that are interested, I'll give you more detail. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you're going to, whatever you imagine for yourself, you want to visualize Perthro in that image, because the energy of Perthro is going to give you that extra to manifest whatever it is you are imagining. So, for example, if you want to see yourself in a new house, you want to see your new boo in that house with you, maybe a dog and a cat or whatever the case, a new Rolls Royce or Aston Martin truck in the driveway. You want to chant the energies of faith, Perthro, 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 Perthro. And you want to call upon or invite the energies of Perthro to assist you in bringing your visions into material reality. You know what I'm saying? So imagine utilizing these ruling energies, no different than the gods utilize these runes or various symbols of power that the gods even work with. You are now utilizing these symbols from the perspective of your divinity now. You know what I'm saying? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that is how you would work with the Perthro energy. Bring it into your mental creations, whatever you want from yourself. It helps attract favorable circumstances. It increases your luck. It increases opportunities. It strengthens your power of cause and desired effect. It governs the law of cause and effect. So you want to become now, starting today, a cause of everything that happens. So understand that you already have set things into motion by other prior causes and effects in the law of rhythm, based on decisions you made and the thoughts you got going on before you seen this video. So those energies have to manifest also, but you can still start today in reimagining something much greater from yourself. When you tap into your divinity, the sky's the limit. Unlimited wealth is a matter of aligning yourself with it, and you're going to be given the tools to align yourself with it. The only thing that gets in the way is your effort, your will to achieve this transformation within yourself. Not many on earth get a chance to pull this off, but you have the opportunity to pull it off. As a matter of just putting the work in. And this information is very powerful. It works quick, but you still got to put it into practice. You still got to work it daily. So whatever, reach out, I tell you. So if you have any questions, give me a holler. Until next time, peace.